Exodus chapter 27. 1. You shall make an altar of acacia wood, 5 cubits long and 5 cubits wide. The altar shall be square, and its height shall be 3 cubits. 2. You shall make its horns on its 4 corners. Its horns shall be of one piece with it, and you shall overlay it with bronze. 3. Also you shall make its pans to receive its ashes, and its shovels, and its basins, and its forks, and its fire pans. You shall make all its utensils of bronze, for you shall make a grate for it, a network of bronze. And on the network you shall make 4 bronze rings at its 4 corners. 5. You shall put it under the rim of the altar beneath, that the network may be midway up the altar. 6. And you shall make poles for the altar, poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with bronze. 7. The poles shall be put in the rings, and the poles shall be on the 2 sides of the altar to bear it. 8. You shall make it hollow with boards, as it was shown you on the mountain, so shall they make it. 9. You shall also make the court of the tabernacle. For the south side there shall be hangings for the court made of fine woven linen, 100 cubits long for one side. 10. And its 20 pillars and their 20 sockets shall be bronze. The hooks of the pillars and their bands shall be silver. 11. Likewise along the length of the north side there shall be hangings 100 cubits long, with its 20 pillars and their 20 sockets of bronze, and the hooks of the pillars and their bands of silver. 12. And along the width of the court on the west side shall be hangings of 50 cubits, with their 10 pillars and their 10 sockets. 13. The width of the court on the east side shall be 50 cubits. 14. The hangings on one side of the gate shall be 15 cubits, with their 3 pillars and their 3 sockets. 15. And on the other side shall be hangings of 15 cubits, with their 3 pillars and their 3 sockets. 16. For the gate of the court there shall be a screen 20 cubits long, woven of blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen, made by a weaver. It shall have for pillars and for sockets. 17. All the pillars around the court shall have bands of silver. Their hooks shall be of silver, and their sockets of bronze. 18. The length of the court shall be 100 cubits, the width 50 throughout, and the height 5 cubits, made of fine woven linen, and its sockets of bronze. 19. All the utensils of the tabernacle for all its service, all its pegs, and all the pegs of the court shall be of bronze. 20. And you shall command the children of Israel that they bring you pure oil of pressed olives for the light, to cause the lamp to burn continually. 21. In the tabernacle of meeting, outside the veil which is before the testimony, Aaron and his sons shall tend it from evening until morning before the Lord. It shall be a statute forever to their generations on behalf of the children of Israel. Exodus chapter 28. 1. Now take Aaron your brother and his sons with him from among the children of Israel, that he may minister to me as priest. Aaron and Aaron's sons, Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. 2. And you shall make holy garments for Aaron your brother, for glory and for beauty. 3. So you shall speak to all who are gifted artisans, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, that they may make Aaron's garments, to consecrate him, that he may minister to me as priest. 4. And these are the garments which they shall make: a breastplate, an ephod, a robe, a skillfully woven tunic, a turban, and a sash. So they shall make holy garments for Aaron your brother and his sons, that he may minister to me as priest. 5 They shall take the gold, blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and the fine linen. 6 And they shall make the ephod of gold, blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen, artistically worked. 7 It shall have the shoulder straps joined at its 2 edges, and so it shall be joined together. 8 And the intricately woven band of the ephod, which is on it, shall be of the same workmanship, made of gold, blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen. 9 Then you shall take 2 onyx stones and engrave on them the names of the sons of Israel. 10 6 of their names on one stone and 6 names on the other stone, in order of their birth. 11 With the work of an engraver in stone, like the engravings of a signet. You shall engrave the 2 stones with the names of the sons of Israel. You shall set them in settings of gold. 12 And you shall put the 2 stones on the shoulders of the ephod as memorial stones for the sons of Israel. So Aaron shall bear their names before the Lord on his 2 shoulders as a memorial. 13 You shall also make settings of gold. 14 And you shall make 2 chains of pure gold like braided cords, and fasten the braided chains to the settings. 15 You shall make the breastplate of judgment, artistically woven according to the workmanship of the ephod. You shall make it of gold, blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen. You shall make it. 16 It shall be doubled into a square. A span shall be its length, and a span shall be its width. 17 And you shall put settings of stones in it. For rows of stones, the first row shall be a sardius, a topaz, and an emerald. This shall be the first row. 18 The second row shall be a turquoise, a sapphire, and a diamond. 19 The third row, a jacinth, an agate, and an amethyst. 20 And the fourth row, a beryl, an onyx, and a jasper. They shall be set in gold settings. 21 And the stones shall have the names of the sons of Israel, 12 according to their names, like the engravings of a signet, each one with its own name. They shall be according to the 12 tribes. 22 You shall make chains for the breastplate at the end, like braided cords of pure gold. 23 And you shall make 2 rings of gold for the breastplate, and put the 2 rings on the 2 ends of the breastplate. 24 Then you shall put the 2 braided chains of gold in the 2 rings which are on the ends of the breastplate. 25 And the other 2 ends of the 2 braided chains you shall fasten to the 2 settings, and put them on the shoulder straps of the ephod in the front. 26 You shall make 2 rings of gold, and put them on the 2 ends of the breastplate, on the edge of it, which is on the inner side of the ephod. 27 And 2 other rings of gold you shall make, and put them on the 2 shoulder straps, underneath the ephod toward its front, right at the seam above the intricately woven band of the ephod. 28 They shall bind the breastplate by means of its rings to the rings of the ephod, using a blue cord, so that it is above the intricately woven band of the ephod, and so that the breastplate does not come loose from the ephod. 29 So Aaron shall bear the names of the sons of Israel on the breastplate of judgment over his heart. when he goes into the holy place, as a memorial before the Lord continually. 30. And you shall put in the breastplate of judgment the Urim and the Thummim, and they shall be over Aaron's heart when he goes in before the Lord. So Aaron shall bear the judgment of the children of Israel over his heart before the Lord continually. 31. You shall make the robe of the ephod all of blue. 32. There shall be an opening for his head in the middle of it. It shall have a woven binding all around its opening, like the opening in a coat of mail, so that it does not tear. 33. And upon its hem you shall make pomegranates of blue, purple, and scarlet all around its hem, and bells of gold between them all around. 30. For a golden bell and a pomegranate, a golden bell and a pomegranate, upon the hem of the robe all around. 35. And it shall be upon Aaron when he ministers, and its sound will be heard when he goes into the holy place before the Lord and when he comes out, that he may not die. 36. You shall also make a plate of pure gold and engrave on it, like the engraving of a signet, holiness to the Lord. 37. And you shall put it on a blue cord, that it may be on the turban. It shall be on the front of the turban. 38. So it shall be on Aaron's forehead, that Aaron may bear the iniquity of the holy things which the children of Israel hallow in all their holy gifts. And it shall always be on his forehead, that they may be accepted before the Lord. 39. You shall skillfully weave the tunic of fine linen thread. You shall make the turban of fine linen, and you shall make the sash of woven work. 40. For Aaron's sons you shall make tunics, and you shall make sashes for them, and you shall make hats for them, for glory and beauty. 41. So you shall put them on Aaron your brother, and on his sons with him. You shall anoint them, consecrate them, and sanctify them, that they may minister to me as priests. 42. And you shall make for them linen trousers to cover their nakedness. They shall reach from the waist to the thighs. 43. They shall be on Aaron and on his sons when they come into the tabernacle of meeting, or when they come near the altar to minister in the holy place, that they do not incur iniquity and die. It shall be a statute forever to him and his descendants after him. Matthew chapter 21. 23. Now when he came into the temple, the chief priests and the elders of the people confronted him as he was teaching, and said, By what authority are you doing these things? And who gave you this authority? 24. But Jesus answered and said to them, I also will ask you one thing, which if you tell me, I likewise will tell you by what authority I do these things. 25. The baptism of John, where was it from? From heaven or from men? And they reasoned among themselves, saying, If we say, From heaven, he will say to us, Why then did you not believe him? 26. But if we say, From men, we fear the multitude, for all count John as a prophet. 27. So they answered Jesus and said, We do not know. And he said to them, Neither will I tell you by what authority I do these things. 28. But what do you think? A man had 2 sons, and he came to the first and said, Son, go, work today in my vineyard. 29. He answered and said, I will not. But afterward he regretted it and went. 30. Then he came to the second and said likewise. And he answered and said, I go, sir. But he did not go. 31 Which of the two did the will of his father? They said to him, The first. Jesus said to them, Assuredly, I say to you that tax collectors and harlots enter the kingdom of God before you. 32 For John came to you in the way of righteousness, and you did not believe him, but tax collectors and harlots believed him. And when you saw it, you did not afterward relent and believe him. 33 Hear another parable. There was a certain landowner who planted a vineyard and set a hedge around it, dug a winepress in it, and built a tower, and he leased it to vinedressers, and went into a far country. 30 For now, when vintage time drew near, he sent his servants to the vinedressers, that they might receive its fruit. 35 And the vinedressers took his servants, beat one, killed one, and stoned another. 36 Again he sent other servants, more than the first, and they did likewise to them. 37 Then last of all he sent his son to them, saying, They will respect my son. 38 But when the vinedressers saw the son, they said among themselves, This is the heir. Come, let us kill him and seize his inheritance. 39 So they took him and cast him out of the vineyard and killed him. 40 Therefore, when the owner of the vineyard comes, what will he do to those vinedressers? 41 They said to him, He will destroy those wicked men miserably, and lease his vineyard to other vinedressers who will render to him the fruits in their seasons. 42 Jesus said to them, Have you never read in the scriptures, The stone which the builders rejected has become the chief cornerstone. This was the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. 43 Therefore I say to you, the kingdom of God will be taken from you and given to a nation bearing the fruits of it. 44 And whoever falls on this stone will be broken, but on whomever it falls, it will grind him to powder. 45 Now when the chief priests and Pharisees heard his parables, they perceived that he was speaking of them. 46 But when they sought to lay hands on him, they feared the multitudes, because they took him for a prophet.